Leo, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping in. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the beginning of June. We just had a strawberry moon last night on June 3rd. With that comes kind of a challenging energy, a lot of ugly truth, revelations, growing, but everything does benefit us. It just might not be very comfortable. So as said, general reading, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo. This is for the beginning. General reading, not a one-on-one. Friendly reminder to take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If nothing resonates, be sure to check your other placements once they are up. If still nothing resonates, then leave the message behind. It is not for you at this time. So, with that, we are going to go ahead and get going. I'm going to scoot that out of the way here. So we'll do the general reading, and then we will clarify what needs to be clarified. Sometimes I do the past, but not always unless I'm feeling nosy. And then we'll do some oracle cards as well. So Leo, let's see what the beginning of June has in store for you. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position for your current situation. We have Six of Wands in the upright position for what is crossing you. So that's obstacles or opportunities. We have the Sun in the reverse. This is the foundation of the question or what you're wondering, the current situation. It is also what you should be focusing on. For the past, we do have Cancer energy. That is the Chariot in the upright position. We have Ten of Pentacles for what you might be hoping for or what might be involved. It is in the reverse position. We have the High Priestess in the upright position for the near future. We have Queen of Pentacles. That is you and the wonderful energy you're bringing to this reading. We have Death, Scorpio energy in external or environmental influence. This could also be what the subconscious is trying to tell you. Page of Wands in the reverse position for hopes, fears, reminders, and warning. This is our advice card for this reading. We have Three of Pentacles in the upright position for potential outcome. So with that said, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. You are starting your reading off with the Page of Pentacles. Pages and knights are all about messengers. They are messengers. They are bringing in some sort of news. Since it is a pentacle card, they are usually financial or career related. Not always, but usually. So the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse position. So the Page of Pentacles is the current situation for you, Leo. There's a bit of a laziness, procrastination, and wastefulness. So when reversed, the Page of Pentacles warns about rushing or taking shortcuts. Never look for the easiest, quickest solution to a problem. Look instead for the right one. Stay true to your commitments and don't become lazy or irresponsible. The reverse page also indicates that you might be getting careless, wasteful, or indulgent with your wealth, so remember to keep your vices in check. Lastly, the reverse page can forecast some unwelcome news in the realm of money or work. Not every con goes to plan, so focus on the page's upright qualities to save the day. What is crossing you is the Six of Wands. Wands are all about fire energy. So they are manifestation, they are creativity. The Six of Wands is all about validation, harmony, victory, success, and recognition. So after you've come through the conflict of the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands arrives with a validating, harmonious moment of success. So perhaps you've emerged from the conflict more self-assured or more competent. Either way, the Six of Wands says that all that struggle has paid off. So tough workplace competition might eventually lead to a promotion. You and your significant other may have been at odds, but you've made up and your relationship is stronger than ever because you both understand each other better now. Grad school was hard, but now you've graduated and you've got your doctorate. Mount that diploma on the wall and receive the recognition you deserve. So definitely something here Since the current situation is that Page of Pentacles, it is a difficult time for you. You might be feeling at odds with something. Sorry. But you are going to have the opportunity to rise up harmonious, successful, victorious. So just going off of the basics here, we have a little bit of a struggle, something not going our way, a little bit of bad news. We do rise above it, but then we have this to be focusing on, which is a very, when the sun's reversed, it takes on those opposite traits, right? So it's a little bit more of pessimistic and not being able to see the silver lining. So let's go ahead and check out the sun card real quick. Number 19 is the sun. In the reverse, there's an optimism, there's a freedom from care, trouble seeing the bright side. So the sun card can hint at a few different things. Either you're having difficulty seeing and appreciating the silver linings in life, or your successes and celebrations are taking longer to actualize. Be patient because happiness, joy, and love are on the horizon. But be careful to not be overly optimistic. Check with those you trust to make sure you're being realistic. Do not set unrealistic expectations. When you set expectations way too high, you set yourself up to feel defeated. So be wary of that. Focus on the positives. Focus on that silver lining. Just because it doesn't go exactly how you plan it doesn't mean it's not happening for you. In the past position, we have that Cancer energy, the Chariot. It's all about that fast movement, that growth, that willpower, that success. The Chariot takes what the Lovers teach about self-knowledge and understanding and forges it into a tool of courageous success. The Chariot charges forward with determination. While challenges and roadblocks are inevitable, you will in the end prevail. So something in the past, you have moved forward from it. You have been making that momentum. This is probably why you feel a little bit defeated at this time, is because you were overcoming everything. You were doing everything right. You were on the right path. What's going on? Don't lose that hope. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, what you might be hoping for or what might be involved. It is in the reverse position, so I believe it's more possibilities involved in what's going on right now. Ten of Pentacles is a very successful, wonderful card, normally, right? So it's all about family, community, security, financial security, wealth, and profit. So we definitely have a little bit of a financial issue, or perhaps professional. So maybe you're not happy with your career, maybe something happened at work, or perhaps maybe an unexpected bill came through, something of that nature. Or maybe even you're having relationships and your issues in your relationships or in your family life. So when the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse, it's all about instability and inequality, unfairness, isolation, and disconnection. We tend to kind of self-isolate and get a little destructive, right? When something doesn't go our way or when we start to feel depressed. So when reversed, the Ten of Pentacles warns of an imbalance or insecurity among your loved ones or community. This inequality and tension is most likely related to money, inheritance, or isolation. So take some time to evaluate whether things are currently fair to everyone. How is each member of your circle spiritually tended to at the moment? What changes can you make to return everyone to a place of stability, prosperity, and connectivity? Or is it something within you, Leo? So definitely take that time. Don't lose that hope. Focus on those positives. It's not crumbling down to the ground. Remember, this is a time of kind of an ugly truth, of revelations, realizing that changes are needed. And unfortunately, when we don't take that step, the universe does it for us, which makes it even more uncomfortable. For the new future, you do have the High Priestess coming in for you. High Priestess is card number 2. So the High Priestess here is for our near future. It's all about intuition. It's all about spirituality, the divine feminine, subconscious, and duality. The High Priestess calls for you to follow your intuition, connect with your spirituality, and search for deeper meanings. She's a spiritual teacher and a gatekeeper of hidden information that can be deciphered by digging into your subconscious and following your gut. Pulling the High Priestess means that turning inward and focusing on your inner life will help you live with integrity and wisdom. Meditation, prayer, journaling, and the like can help deepen your connection with yourself. So remember, kind of looking to see where that upset is, and focusing on that bright side, listening to your gut, making the changes that are necessary so that we can have that Six of Wands, that success come riding through. You've already done this work before, so keep it up and keep the momentum. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy you are bringing to this reading. So the Queen of Pentacles, you have a lot of pentacles here, so I definitely feel like it's more of a financial or a career reading here for you. But the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing, provision, hard work, pragmatism, and resourcefulness. The Queen of Pentacles is a generous person who uses her money and resources in order to support others, encourage beauty, and invest in charitable purposes. She always finds a pragmatic way to nurture, ground, and care for those she loves. She's reliable, loyal, and resourceful in her support as she tends to others and herself. So you definitely have this loving, wonderful energy. You want to support everyone, but right now you kind of can't, right? We do have death following this as external and environmental influence. So this is Scorpio energy, endings, rebirth, change, transformation, letting go. Card number 13. It can seem frightening, but death is really a positive card that signifies change. One phase is ending and now you're entering a new one. This change can feel sudden. It might be scary or painful, and it may involve grief, but remember that death heralds new beginnings too. Growing pains are signs of progress. Leave behind unnecessary and harmful attachments so you can better embrace the new you. Absolutely. Hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings are an advice card for this reading. You do have another page. It is in the reverse as well. So Page of Wands is all about redirected energy and self-limiting beliefs. So when reversed, the Page of Wands may indicate a plan that's been stunted or a design gone awry. Perhaps you started a project with grand goals only to find that it isn't living up to expectations. Maybe you're too intimidated to start due to the complexities this plan might involve. In this case, the page invites you to approach your original idea from a different perspective. Okay? 3 of Pentacles is the potential outcome here. Pentacle, 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 Pentacle. So the 3 of Pentacles is collaboration, enterprise, recognition, and work. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of hard work, collaboration, and investment. Your talents and commitment are being recognized. And because of this, you're able to begin working on a meaningful project with the support and investment of those around you. Whether this is an actual work project or a mission of personal growth, your dedication and effort aren't going unnoticed. They are not going unnoticed. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of clarification here. Coming in with that Art Nouveau deck. Please clarify the 3 of Pentacles for us. Okay, yep. So clarifying the 3 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, and we have the 5 of Swords. I don't feel like that really clarified for us. Anyway. So we do have more Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a little bit of a negative card. 5 of Pentacles is all about loss, struggle, support, lack of security, and a helplessness. Of course, we're already feeling that. We see it already in the reading. Not really grand news there. It heralds a time of struggle and loss, whether physical, financial, or spiritual. Whatever the realm, this card is associated with some of the hardest and most tragic hardships. It can, however, also remind us that we're not alone in our suffering. Perhaps there are people in our lives who are going through the same intense struggles, or maybe we have folks in our corner who are supporting us and offering resilience, compassion, and a steady presence. The lesson of the 5 of Pentacles teaches you is to keep moving forward, even if it's one small step at a time. Try to succumb to feelings of hopelessness. Try not to succumb to feelings of hopelessness. This period of pain won't be permanent, and there are people in your life who are ready and willing to be by your side through it all. Right? Absolutely. King of Wands. Yeah, can't even get it up. King of Wands. all about leadership, knowledge, vision, honor, and wisdom. So taking that step back, right? Remembering to take that step back with the Page of Wands there. Take that step back, redirect that energy, and go for it. Just because it's not hitting your expectation doesn't mean to lose that. King of Wands is not quick to judge. He wants to connect with others, understand them, and accept from them who they are while helping them to see their full potential. He's a generous leader and optimistic mentor who has maintained mastery in his field and is eager to share his hard-earned wisdom with everyone. Like his counterpart, the Queen, he usually has a vast network of passionate connections to help you on your journey. The King of Wands wants you to step into your power and be a leader. The time is now. Stop waiting around. Then we're going to go and hit this Five of Swords real quick. So, Five of Swords, there's still a little bit of a struggle here. You are going to rise through it. There is the Three of Pentacles. There's a want to have that collaboration, that and that success, and you are going to be recognized for this. The Five of Swords, however, is all about an ego, conflict, negativity, defeat, competition, and dejection. So the Five of Swords heralds a conflict that includes major pain, frustration, humiliation, and egoism in the mix. While conflict can be good to address what needs to be addressed, this particular confrontation is more detrimental than beneficial. If you're winning, ask yourself, is it worth it? Are you jeopardizing your dignity, relationships, your reputation? In the end, is winning worth the collateral damage? In the future, keep in mind that not every argument needs to be a battle, and that vulnerability, compassion, and acquiescence are signs of maturity. So your situation might be a little more ego-based as well. Maybe you don't want to ask for help, Leo. That can happen. So instead of asking for help and getting that support, which you do have in your corner, you don't want to because ego's involved. You're afraid of what they might think, what they might say. I'm just pulling you a couple more here. Huh. Look at that. This is my new deck here. Yeah, okay. So, using my Phantom Wise deck, I just wanted to pull you a few more messages here. You did get the Eight of Swords. You got the King of Wands yet again. And you actually have the Two of Cups. So there's definitely an imbalance here. You feel like something's out of whack. This is probably within yourself. This could very well be in a relationship as well. But your reading is mostly financial. There's a lot of financial weight, worry, career-dependent kind of situation here. The Eight of Swords in the reverse, though, however, is release, optimism, and forward movement. So that's wonderful. That is focusing on that sun, seeing that silver lining, seeing that things aren't that bad, right? So indicates that you may be finally ready to release yourself from your self-imposed restraints. Say goodbye to all those negative thought patterns and overwhelming anxieties because you're finally in a place to open up and lower those walls. Remember, again, Page of Pentacles was limiting self-beliefs, right? When you have those limiting beliefs and that negative self-talk, that is what you're creating in your life. King of Wands. This time the King of Wands is in the reverse. I feel like it's the same energy though. So the King of Wands is an impulsiveness, haste, and high expectations. So again, you're setting those high expectations, which sets us up for a little bit of a failure, a little bit of a setback. If you remove those expectations, that's where you want to be. You can still have little goals and milestones and an expectation. Everyone's going to have an expectation, but you don't want to set that unrealistic bar. You don't want to have them really because, you know, it's that goofy, I don't know how much you guys know about the law of attraction. But when you have this outcome and you're just latched to this outcome, you desire it so much, you want it so badly, you obsess over it. And it doesn't happen because you come from a place of lack in that situation. You're obsessing over it. You don't have it. Why isn't it here yet? And the universe goes, oh, okay, you don't want it. So you want to be really careful. As I said earlier in the reading, when you set those expectations, it sets you up for failure. It really defeats you because it's not exactly how you describe it. It's human nature, but you know, it's just something that you need to work on and move away from. You do have that Two of Cups. As said, there is an imbalance here. There's a miscommunication. So the Two of Cups warns that misunderstandings, miscommunication, and distrust might be shaking the foundation of a relationship. If you're noticing that something is off between you and someone else, trust your intuition. Again, with that High Priestess energy. Try to touch base with the individual, communicate openly and authentically, and listen to your heart. Be sure the relationship is equal in terms of trust, effort, and desire. Again, I don't get this out of a relationship. You could very well have that as well. Going on, but this is definitely more focused on a situation with yourself. I feel like it's more of an imbalance within you. So try to take care of yourself. Try to redirect your energy. Try to think of a different plan. You know, just because you didn't succeed on the initial, you know, plan A does not mean you're not going to succeed with this. You have positive energy here, so it's just kind of finding that. Don't fall into despair. You have it. It's coming. You know, it's there. You just have to kind of redirect that energy here. You know, just in case, we're going to go ahead and start on those oracles here. Just going to pull one romance angel. So again, there might be a little bit of a mistrust issue. You definitely don't want to lean on anyone. You did get forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I feel like you are doing that, especially with that Chariot energy of the past. You did move forward. Perhaps there's still a few things that you should touch base on. But that helps in all situations. They gave you 2 for... Ooh, look at that. They gave you 2 for angel therapy. You are profoundly clairvoyant. So again, that intuition, that knowledge. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So listen to that inner instinct there. Messages are coming to you and you might be brushing them off, which is why you might not be succeeding as much as you should be. Remember that change is healthy. Those new beginnings are healthy. Don't fall into despair. It does say cut the cords, so ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. This is definitely for anything in your life, okay? It's cutting the cords from the fear, from the past, from the obsession, from the lack, from the negativity. Cut the cords. All right. Give us a life purpose for Leo. Thank you so much. Heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So again, see that positive energy. Your dreams are happening. Your goals are being met. It's just not happening the way you want it to. So you're falling into a little bit of a place of despair. Angels of Abundance for Leo. Moonlighting. See? Okay, this is one of my favorite cards because it actually is something that I'm personally trying to do a little bit. So you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So perhaps you're not really happy with the job that you have. You want to do a little bit more. We totally understand. But you definitely have to make it to a point of where it can really take off and you have it set up, you know. See, okay, there's definitely something going on with your relationships and your past. This could also be for yourself. For Shaman's Dream, you got card number 59. This is how we'll close out. I'll also give you an affirmation to kind of focus on and to help you on your journey here. Whaley Tree, reconciliations. I mean, just look at that. Reconciliations. Cut the cords. Forgiving and learning. Collaboration. Reconciliations. All right. Let's check out the Wailing Tree here. Never can find them when I want it to. This is one of the ones that I have on the phone. I don't know if you guys remember that or if you've seen one of these before. But I don't have the physical book. I only have it as a PDF. So I had to like search for it on my phone. All right. So Wailing Tree, grief and mourning, a time of necessary losses, reconciliation. When you encounter the Wailing Tree on your path, it's an invitation to stay a while and regroup. a place for you to rest and allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves. You may have been overdoing things, working too hard, or putting too much effort into life with little reward. If you've been considering making a change, now is the time to do so. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment, your loss, and mourn what was and what could not be. This is a way to honor your experience, to give yourself time to consider all the gifts in it, to put proper closure on it, to really know what you've learned as you walk away from it and into something new. Even in the perception of failure, there's much good to be discovered. However, skipping the stages of loss doesn't get you to reconciliation any faster. In fact, you will discover that you will have to come back at some point. So do it all now. Look at it all squarely and honestly, and stay with your feelings. Life is not either or, it's both and, this and that. So as you dive in and process this, allow it to become a temporary travel companion on your journey. The feelings that will bring to the surface will be challenging for sure, yet, like all things, they will pass soon enough, and you will be more enriched by the experience. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. All right, let's get you an expectation or an affirmation. Oh, well, I'll keep that one. Any more from you? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the first affirmation you did get was new friends, so kind of opening up, welcoming people into your life. Whether moving to a new place or just looking to widen your social circle, this time can come to prioritize making new friends. Often this seems difficult, and breaking the ice can take some courage, but being open and friendly with new people is not as daunting as it may seem. It is a level playing field. When you relax, be yourself, and listen generously, people are drawn to you. Affirmation is, I am a good listener and have interesting things to say. I can relax and be myself around new people. Okay. You also got positivity. The importance of having positive thoughts lies not only in their specific inspirational content, but also in the absence of negative thoughts that they affect. Negativity is a damaging demotivator and a needless waste of resources, and we should aim to replace it with positivity wherever we can. By forming or repeating simple positive affirmations, we can focus on our strengths, build up our motivation, and strengthen our self-esteem. I am good at what I do. I am in control of my own success and happiness. You absolutely are, Leo. So thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. Friendly reminder to like and subscribe if it did, or if you just enjoyed, and I will see you next time.